Good morning and happy Friday to you, Top Fan Rivalry supporters and followers everywhere. Welcome to another episode of The Odd Couple. It's been a while. We got Mikey, we got Dave, we got Bill. We're gonna do something different today. But before we do that, fellas, how you doing this morning? How's everything going?
Doing great.
Living life. Tis the season. Happy holidays out there, TFR
A
followers.
little a little baseball withdrawal, but hey,
Hey,
it was a
we're
long it
we're
was a
getting
long, satisfying year, so we could
yes.
use a break.
We're getting through it. So I will say this. We're gonna do something special, but before I announce that, let me just give a shout out to the pizza store in Laguna Hills. They have got fantastic pizza. They got great salads. They got great meatball subs. They got everything. These guys are a corporate sponsor to Top Fan Rivalry. They help sponsor one of our softball games. What a fantastic group over there. Taylor, the GM over there. The owners are fantastic. So if you're in Southern California, go over to the pizza store. And hey, if you need to get something filmed, you need to reach out to Gravity Red Productions, another one of our fantastic corporate sponsors. These guys over at Gravity Red, Darren and Curtis and their group are phenomenal. I know Mikey's met them. I know Dave's met them. They're absolutely great guys. They go around the world and film things. Look them up, Gravity Red Productions. They got a great website. Reach out to them if you want to know who they are or know how to reach out to them, reach out to us. We'll get to you. So, all right, we appreciate those guys as being our corporate sponsors. This last week, look forward to a number of different ones. So, fellas, we talked about this in the pregame. So, we're going to do draft style, everybody. I've got everybody's name in a little can of corn hat here. I'm going to pick it out, and then we're going to do three drafts of the best holiday movies in our opinion period. And then we're going to do some honorable mentions. So, all right, are we ready to
We
draft,
all know
boys?
our opinion is the opinion, so don't fight it.
Yes. Once you said it, it's off the table. Okay, here we go. Who will be drafting first? I'm not going to look because that would be cheating.
It's me.
Holy cow. It is Big Dave, number
Yeah.
one.
This is rigged already. This is already rigged.
Dave Mikey. Going number two, Mikey Bleeds Blue, which means I got it. I got to go number
You
three.
probably didn't even have your name in there. Knock it off. Let's
It's right
see.
there, sir. It's right there. It says Bill. There we
Third
go.
place.
Okay. Big D, lead us off. Christmas
Oh,
movie of all Christmas movies. Go.
look here, man. There is one clear and obvious choice. All right. I ran two brackets in the Christmas movie challenge over on TopFanRivalry.com, and both times this movie came out on top. And frankly, it is a absolute must watch each and every season. Um, a couple of years ago, they had it in the showing in the theaters. Me and my family went and watched it in the theater again. It was great. Mikey, I know this one's gonna hurt because I know you love this movie. But I gotta roll with my boy Sparky, Ellen, and the crew, cousin Eddie, everybody. We're going with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation because, like the Jelly of the Month Club, it's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year long, Clark.
You can't see the lines, can you, Russ?
Candy Russ.
No
Which,
lines.
by the way, Mikey, you'll appreciate. I literally found out a week and a half ago that that's Leonard from Big Bang Theory. Russ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I knew that.
I
And
you're better than I am.
Juliette Lewis played Audrey in this one of Natural Born Killers fame.
Man, I gotta tell you, I've just never been a fan of hers. But her dad was Orville in the Every Which Way But Loose movies.
Yes,
There you
yes.
go.
And he also
Yes.
had a weird, creepy role in one of the Rob Zombie movies too, where his little
He
road
was
crew
good in
gets.
that. Yes, that was
Yeah,
Clint Eastwood's boy. Clint put him in on everything, kind of like Adam
yeah.
Sandler does now. You know, he was in Every Which Way movies. He was in Bronco Billy. All
Yeah.
the good
I
stuff.
just remember Orville because that was my dad's name, my grandpa.
Love
So
it. Shout out to Grandpa. Love it, man. Yeah, Christmas vacay off the board. Going to scratch it off. I pulled
Christmas
the
okay,
hat out.
vacation.
I'm sure Bill and I can both agree that we did have that on our list, and that
100%.
was actually
But
that's number 5 on my list.
Trust me, I was hoping my name would come out first so I could take that thing off the board, but Big Dave got it. So Mikey, take us home. What's your number one pick?
Well, there's so many on here. There is. I am more of an old school, new school, not the all the way back to, Jimmy Stewart's, but more the claymation dudes when that stuff started coming, the
Yes.
Rankin Bass stuff,
Bert Ives.
Yeah. Burl.
Burl Ives.
Yeah.
So, but I have some of them on my list, but my number one pick is just it's one I watch every year multiple times, and now they're starting to do it with other ones. There was like a Christmas Vacation for 24 hours not too long ago. I'm going with Randy, Ralphie, and the gang, A Christmas Story. It just it is Christmas. It's Christmas when that is on. The leg lamp, everything. The movie is phenomenal. So that is my number one pick.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my number one pick, and I'm gonna take two of them off the board with the number one. And since we're going one, two, three, three, two, one, I'm gonna take two very solid ones off the board. I'm gonna leave some heavy hitters out there for you though. But I see, Mikey, A Christmas Story is one of Amber's favorite movies. I, you know, Ralphie when
Don't
he
you
played.
dare say you don't like it. Don't you
I
dare.
I
Okay,
I
what's
agree.
it?
If you don't like it, I mean, are you even American?
What a
Well,
comedy.
listen, Ralphie played the dirt bike kid where he had a bike that flew, and I don't know about you, but it freaked me out that his bike flew. So everything that I saw in Ralphie after that was a little crazy. The kid that got his tongue stuck to the thing, he was in the toy with Richard Pryor. That
Wound up
was
becoming a porn guy.
Yes, he did. And then he ended up going the exact opposite. So, anyways, okay, here we go. My number one choice is anytime you get a chance to direct a play when you know not what you're doing. Not only are you directing your friends in a play, you're helping your sister write a letter to Santa Claus. And more importantly, all throughout the year, your friend is trying to get you to kick a football and keeps moving it on you. How about a Charlie Brown's Christmas?
Man, you stink.
Uh,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
y'all got me back to back there. Two heavy hitters there. You can't be mad. Wah, 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 wah,
yeah,
wah, 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 wah.
That was
th-
my number three pick.
that. But see, and I'm going to take another big one off the plate too, because
Bill
I
coming
can.
in with the first pick of the second round.
Second round. So first round, we had Christmas Vacation, we had A Christmas Story, and we had Charlie Brown's Christmas. Now, you cannot go wrong, and I have to watch this. This goes back to my days as a kid, about this time of year, the 11th through the 16th. It would come on TV about 8 o'clock at night on Channel 7 or Channel 5, and it would be this whole time. You can't do anything wrong when you see a cartoon of my boy Max, the dog, with the Grinch and How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the 1966 cartoon. So I back to back cartoons, guys. I'm sorry, but those are staples. You guys are old enough to remember, like I am, when those things used to come on TV and our parents would let us stay up late to watch them. They were usually on Thursdays and Friday nights. It was awesome.
The dude that sings the Grinch song, powerful voice, amazing song.
Tony the Tiger.
You're a
Thurl,
mean one,
whatever. I know his
Mr.
first name is
Bill.
Thurl. I don't know. I can't think of his last name.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Didn't
Okay.
and didn't fun fact, the narrator, wasn't it Boris Karloff?
It
Yeah,
was.
it was. It was. Good call.
We're gonna for Halloween. See, for Halloween, we're gonna have to do a horror one.
Yeah, no
Absolutely,
doubt.
absolutely,
No doubt.
absolutely.
Bro, yeah, you killed it with that one there. I mean, the OG Grinch, definitely a favorite of mine. I wore my heart two sizes too small shirt just in honor of it.
I didn't even see that. I knew that you had a green shirt on, but that's awesome. I love it. All right, so Mikey, back to you for your second pick.
My second pick is a no-brainer for me. It's just one I love to watch. I'll watch it. Unlike Dave, if it's on in July, I'll watch it, and that is Elf.
Yep.
I love
Good
Will
call.
Ferrell.
Santa!
Yeah, Elf for me is
He's not Santa.
yeah. You smell
I
like
know him.
beef and cheese
Yeah.
or whatever he says.
All I know
Um,
is I want that elf on my team in a snowball fight.
Oh,
yes,
yeah. Yeah. Buddy is the snowball champion of the world.
that got his brother to like him.
Okay,
That's how
look,
they bonded.
did you know there is a theory that, okay, follow me back here. You mentioned the old claymation, okay? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, right? Everybody knows it, right?
Yeah.
Right. The elf on there who didn't like elfy things, right? His name was Hermie, right? Follow me?
Wanted to be
Follow
a
me?
dentist.
Hermie wanted to be a dentist, right? Okay, take a second, go back after the show, do yourselves a favor, go back and look. Hermie was the only elf that had human-like features. He
Oh,
had regular ears. He had a regular nose. He didn't want to do elfy things. Making toys was boring to him. All right.
ooh.
So there's a theory that old Santa had a little shindig with a elf there. And hence that is the foregoing, the foreshadowing for Buddy the Elf. I'm just saying.
Are you
All
saying he found a Santeria?
Yeah. Go
right.
on, give Mikey
I
another
love
point
it.
there. That's a good one there. Good one. Yeah, no, can't argue with that, man. Great pick. Love it.
Hey,
Buddy the Elf. And syrup, his affinity for syrup.
Yeah.
Just
oh my.
Oh, I got some right here.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
Anything Will
God.
Ferrell is in, but definitely Elf puts you in the holiday spirit. All right,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yep.
So
And Jovi's nice to look at too.
yeah, you will get no argument from me on that one. This next one here, I just found out that this turned 40 years old this year, and talk about make me feel old. All right. Everybody wanted one for Christmas when I was 10, and I still want one now. And if I ever find a Mogwai, I'm bringing it home. Gremlins, great Christmas movie. A little edgy. It's kind of the kind of Christmas movie I like. Don't get me wrong. Don't at me. Miracle on 34th Street, people. It's a Wonderful Life, people. Santa every time a bell rings. Yeah, we know, kid. Okay. But I'm just saying, uh, it is so good. From Mrs. Deagle to a young Phoebe Cates after Fast Times at Ridgemont High, fellas. You know what I'm talking about? All right. Yeah, but everybody, a young Corey Feldman was in there.
Yep.
Hoyt Axton, is it Hoyt Atkins?
Yeah.
Great
Wait,
old
Atkins.
country kind of singer, had that old raspy voice, who was the inventor who couldn't do anything right. It was the smokeless ashtray that was just bellowing smoke out of it. But and then you see all the gremlins in the theater singing "Hi Ho" and great movie. Love it. That's my pick for the second round. Gremlins. It's 40 years old. That means I'm way too old.
Wow. Wow. I can't believe that's 40 years. Well, you
40,
get to
40.
go again, lead off the third round. So repeat of the
All
second
right.
round.
So
The Grinch
here
has
we
Stolen
go.
Christmas, Elf, and Gremlins. Take
How
us
many
into the
rounds do
third
we got? Is
round.
this the last round? Or can we squeeze 4 in there? Because I've got a lot left on this list.
Listen, it's up to you guys. Mikey, do
All
you
right.
want to squeeze
Anyway,
four in?
I look, you know me, guys. I
I got
kind of
15 picks. So
yeah. I kind of and just to help with this, I kind of make my own rules. Mikey always yells at me for it, but I'm taking 2 movies with this one because it's a must, and it's Bad Santa 1 and 2. Billy Bob as the drunken Santa that everybody sees but nobody mentions. I love this movie. I just watched them back to back the other day. Um, It's great. You got your own midget for an elf. Kathy Bates in part two. Thurman Merman coming back in both of them. I love these movies. So I'm taking it as a package deal because if you watch one, you must watch the other one. Bad Santa 1 and 2.
Okay.
So are we saying then if there is multiple movies of one and it's not picked, you can say that those are mine?
Tis the
Sure.
season. You know what? I'm feeling festive. Go ahead, man.
Go
Have
for
at
it.
it.
Okay. All right.
What's your number 3, Mikey?
Well, I don't need to go to that yet. I am gonna say my number 3 is one of those 1974 Bass Rankin, The Year Without a Santa Claus, The Heat Miser, The Freeze Miser, Burl Ives singing, just pure. My height of Christmasness was when I was a kid, right there, sneaking in, trying to look at packages. My siblings are all a little bit older than me. They would be like, let's look at them, and they could undo their presents, but then rewrap them. They wouldn't help me rewrap mine. The Year Without a Santa Claus for me is a huge one. I always loved that one.
Nice. I, that was a good one too. That was a very, very good one too.
Mikey, I'm just saying you need to go on and rehearse it and give a rendition of I'm Mr. Heat Miser and post it up there on your IG, bro.
But I'm a
Jeez.
freeze guy.
Consequently, do the other side of the coin. I wouldn't be mad at it.
Maybe you and maybe you're Heat Miser. And
maybe I am Heat Miser. Hey, stay tuned because that would be epic. We would break the internet. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, if
Bill,
we're gonna do
what you got next up?
I'm gonna give you my 3rd pick, and then since we're gonna do a 4th round, I'm gonna give you my 4th pick. My
Come
third
on.
pick, my third pick leaves the country.
Well, that's not on my list, thank God.
And all I have to say,
Herbie the love bug goes to Rome? No.
is if I can change and you can change, everybody can change. Mr. Rocky Balboa takes out Ivan Drago on Christmas Day in Moscow. That's number 3. It's a Christmas movie because he takes him on Christmas Day.
I am tipping my cap and kicking myself for not thinking of Rocky 4. Great pick.
I'm not. He banished. He said, "Screw USA. I'm leaving. I'm going to fight over here."
That's because they killed Apollo, Mikey. He had to avenge Apollo. He didn't care where he had to fight.
No. The Russians,
Rocky. It wasn't Rocky's choice. Okay, the Russian boxing head was like, "We are not fighting in your country no more." And Brigitte Nelson, with her absolute horrible Russian accent, he's picking on him. He is man. I am woman. And Sadon is my husband. But no.
I loved her in that, by the way.
Look, okay, I don't want to get off point, but I don't know. I was young. I may have been 8 or 10 or so when that came out. And I remember I had a cousin take me out of school to go watch it. And we went and watched the movie. And for some reason, it was packed, right? I mean, it was a packed theater. And in my young eyes, it was the greatest thing I ever seen. People were shouting USA, Rocky, Rocky in the movie theater. And when he won the fight, like nobody knew he was going to win the fight. We all jumped up like we were, yeah. It was great. Love it. Bill, hey, I call that a great, a sleeper pick there, man. Yeah.
Real quick here. Let me interject. So we talked about this movie already. And that is, A Christmas Vacation. When the grandpa was sleeping in
Rusty's room.
Yes. What poster was he looking at above him? Who was the gal?
It was not. It was. Oh my gosh.
I know it. Who
is it?
Kathy Ireland.
No.
Was What's it called?
I don't know. I'm asking.
No.
Hold on. Let me
Yeah.
fire up the
No, I
old.
don't think it was Kathy Ireland because I
It
would have
wasn't
remembered
Cindy
that.
Crawford. Cindy Crawford was on my wall. Hold on.
It
Let me
might have
fire
been
up the old
Kathy
Google
Ireland. Are
machine.
you sure? Are you positive it wasn't Kathy Ireland?
I'm almost positive.
Okay.
Hold on.
Dave is asking
I,
our good friend Google.
I'm firing up the old Google machine. In Christmas Vacation, who was on the poster above? This was Carrie Otis. She was a Guess jeans and Calvin Klein jeans. So yeah,
Yeah.
Sports Illustrated Women's Edition, year 2000. So yeah, I guess Kathy Ireland was a bit off, but no, great call there, Mikey. Yeah,
But
that's one of my favorite scenes. Everybody's fast asleep and snoring,
Grandpa's
and
just like
he's sitting on the
dazing.
top bunk, tucked in,
Yeah.
and he's back in Normandy at the bar after the great raid, and he's just kicking back, man.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
so
All right.
so
Good pick, Bill.
just so that everybody knows, because the Top Fan Rivalry Sports Desk did call in and they said do a fourth round. So we're gonna do a fourth round. In round one, Christmas Vacation, followed by Christmas Story, followed by Charlie Brown's Christmas. In round two, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original one. And then we had Elf, and then we had Gremlins. In round three, we had Bad Santa 1 and 2. We had The Year Without Santa Claus and Rocky 4. Now, here we go with round four, with the bonus round before we go to not or before we go to honorable mentions. I am going to pick one that you guys may not have seen. And again, no disrespect to the oldies but goodies, the Miracles on 34th Street, all that stuff. If you have not seen this one, I highly recommend it. Eddie Murphy, Candy Cane Lane.
I did just see
Hilarious.
that last year, and it just didn't do it for me.
Really? I was laughing like crazy.
Mm.
I was laughing like
That's
crazy.
I mean, it was okay. It just there's another Eddie Murphy movie that I would put as a higher Christmas movie.
Oh, me
Oh,
too. From the early
I'll save that
80s?
for my honorable mentions. I'll save
From the
that.
early 80s?
Yes,
$1?
it's
Yeah.
on right. It's on right now. It's on
Yeah.
right now. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
So,
it's
so Mikey,
pretty
who do you got
Christmassy.
for number four?
I'm gonna go with a newer cartoony one, but with really good graphics. I really enjoyed the Polar Express. Um, I don't know. I just like it. I've always been a Tom Hanks guy. Tom Hanks plays like multiple voices in it. Um, the Polar Express.
Polar Express. All right. Uh, what do you got, Dave?
When
Look
do I
here.
get two picks? I'm the only one that hasn't got two picks in a row.
Because you were number two.
It's snake style draft, Mikey. I'm sorry. You're stuck in the middle there.
Oh man, stuck in the middle with you.
Hey, you know what though? There could be worse company. I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
All
Look
right.
here. With this one, this is another blast from my past. I have an affinity for old movies. That being said, I'll have some newer movies in the honorable mentions here, but this is a classic that doesn't get, I think, the respect that it should. I mean, the guy tried to staple antlers on a mouse for God's sakes, and that's my boy Bill Murray in Scrooged.
Nice.
What a classic telling of Dickens' Christmas Carol. The Ghost of Christmas Past. Gosh, what was his name? Gilbert Gottfried is the taxi
Yeah.
driver. And oh man, I can't remember her name. The Ghost of Christmas Present. She's like the fairy, and she's like beating him up.
Something Kane.
Carol
Something
Kane,
Kane.
right?
Okay.
Carol Kane. Yes. No,
Yeah.
I love Scrooged. It's a great, like I said, everybody's seen a Christmas Carol. Everybody's got their own version, from Mickey Mouse to Jim Henson. But I absolutely like this darker, more twisted version. And also, I wish that the show that they made was actually produced, because I would have watched that one that they were making there with you could totally, that's not a nipple. Yes, but yeah, no, love it. It's great.
That's awesome. All right. So for the honorable mentions, you can mention anything that's already been mentioned. You can, It's just honorable mentions. So, Mikey, why don't you lead us off with any honorable mentions? You could have one, you can have 94, doesn't matter. Honorable mentions.
Well,
Go
I have
ahead.
quite a few, so we're going to do this for a few, right? A few honorable
Yeah,
mentions.
yeah.
Spit them
Go.
out.
You just list them all off. We'll talk about them.
No, I'll go one, and then you guys can. Well, I don't want to rattle off five in a
We'll
row,
just
but I'm just
spitfire.
going to
Yeah.
say one right now, since we're going to say more.
Mhm.
But it's kind of a sad one, but not. Especially if you've lost your dad. But
Mhm.
Jack Frost with Michael Keaton,
Michael Keaton.
where he gets killed at the beginning of a movie. I think he gets in a car wreck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something, and he
Yes.
comes
Correct.
back as a snowman
Yep.
and freaks his kid out, obviously, until he proves who he is. And then, sadly enough, his wife in it, Kelly Preston, is no longer with us, and she was the wife in it. So, Jack Frost.
So, Mikey, since you haven't had a chance to go back to back, why don't you go back to back on this one?
All right, then I am gonna say Jimmy Durante and Frosty the Snowman, 1969.
Yes. Yes, that was on my list too.
Yeah,
Was a jolly happy soul
yeah,
with a
that
corn cob
very
pipe
good.
and a button nose.
Yeah, very good. I love it. I love it. Dave, give me a couple honorable mentions.
Look here, Mikey, Jack Frost, great call. Unfortunately, Pop, if you're trying to come see me in Texas, we don't get snow, so maybe you'll show up as some sleet or something. But no, another one that kind of tugged at my heartstrings. It's a newer one. It's one of my more favorite newer Christmas movies. It came out a couple years ago. It's got my man Doogie Howser in it, Neil Patrick Harris. 8-Bit Christmas. Okay, it kind of hits me in a couple of places. He goes back talking about when he was a kid, and all he wanted was a Nintendo Entertainment System. And I remember me wanting a Nintendo the first year they came out, and my mom telling me we weren't going to get one. And then, of course, she surprised me and just. But yeah, his dad is Steve Zahn in this movie. Love Steve Zahn. And at the end, you find out that spoiler alert, he didn't make it. His place is set at the table, and it pulls you at your heartstrings. Great Christmas feeling, Christmas movie. 8-Bit Christmas. Go check it out. You can thank me later.
There you go.
Good
There you
pick.
go. I'm going to stay in the comedy genre, and then I'm going to take us back to, I believe, 1980. The comedy genre, I loved when you get a Christmas movie with Danny DeVito, 4'11" Danny DeVito, with Ferris Bueller in Deck the Halls. When he's trying to see his house from space or whatever, and he just keeps throwing them lights on there, and everything that possibly could happen to Matthew Broderick, this poor guy, it just keeps happening and happening and happening to him. It was awesome.
Hey,
That's one of my
I got on good authority. Clark Griswold absolutely loved the house lights.
yes.
Yeah.
He called me the other day. I sent him a voicemail. Um,
We know.
Another one is taking you back to 1980. I watched this movie last year for Christmas and realized how lame it was, but I loved it. And it could have been because I got to go to the theater. I was with my folks, but Dudley Moore starred in a movie called the Santa Claus, the movie, and it was an old school Dudley Moore movie, 1980. If you
86
watch it
maybe.
now, you're
Yeah.
gonna shake your head and go, "Why are you watching this?" But it was nostalgic for me. The
Love it.
I love a good Dudley Moore.
Arthur.
Yeah,
Arthur.
and Foul Play. If you've never seen Foul Play,
Yeah.
he plays a total perv in it, always getting caught in these pervy situations.
Mhm.
10. I mean, guy was great.
R.I.P. Dudley Moore. He had one of those infectious laughs that when you hear him
He
laugh, you
did.
just start laughing. That
He
that
did.
cackle giggle he had.
He did.
You mentioned Danny DeVito. Look, I got an honorable mention with Danny DeVito, and it crosses 3 different genres. We got Christmas, okay? We've got superhero, all right? I'm talking Batman Returns, Danny DeVito as the Penguin. You get Michelle Pfeiffer as the Catwoman. You get a Christopher Walken with the looking like Emmett Brown from Back to the Future, kind of. So if I'm going to throw in honorable mentions, it was at Christmas time, and it was the best Batman of all time, in my opinion. Michael Keaton still there, so there you go.
Adam West is my Batman.
You know what? I take that back. My favorite cinematic Batman, but you're right, Adam West. I mean, if your Batman can't bat Tusi.
If you ever saw The Big Bang Theory, my suit was 100% West. He didn't have the built-in muscles,
I just watched that episode.
Love it, love it, love it. Let me backdoor another one here. We mentioned it earlier. With what'd you say? Candy Cane Lane. No. The Eddie Murphy Christmas movie. We all know, Mikey. You can back me up on this.
Yes.
Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy, Trading Places. I mean,
the Mortimer brothers.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? Where's Beats? Where the hell is Beaks?
That guy always played the villain, dude, almost all the time. God rest his soul. He passed away a while ago,
Don
too.
Amici. Shout out to Don Amici. Get back in there. Sell. Love that movie. It's on right now as I speak. I didn't drop it on there.
For those who, a little TFR after dark, Jamie Lee Curtis isn't bad to look at.
Yes, no, that is a full drink of water right there. Okay, let me tell you, that is a fish called Wanda. Let me tell you,
you can't see the lines on that either, Russ.
No lines, no lines. Look here, my last honorable mention. I'm gonna let you guys finish up. This one takes me back to my childhood. You talk about nostalgic. To me, you could put this on for children right now. It will hold up. And I'm talking about 1977 from Jim Henson, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
All right. Okay.
That movie
is one of my favorites. And it wasn't on my list, and I can't believe it.
Yes.
I forgot all about it.
I caught it on
tearjerker.
I caught it on TV on DVD a couple years ago. I snatched it up. I make the kids watch it. My grandkids love it. You got the one little otter with his jug, and
the River Bottom Nightmare Band.
The River Bottom Nightmare Band was so cool. You know what I'm saying? They were like the wolves
in the tank, spitting out water,
and they played like
metal.
jazzy riff. Yes. Go check it out, man. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
It's a sad one too, though.
On Disney Plus right now.
What's the real story? Wasn't it called like The Gift of the Magi or something like that? It basically has to do with it's a husband and wife, and they were poor. She had phenomenal hair. She sold her hair, and he had something that he loved that he sold to get her these beautiful combs to brush her hair. Yeah. So it was like that, It was that, the mom wanted to get her son something nice for Christmas. He wanted to get her something nice. And he, put a hole in her washer thing that she did for work. And, great movie. Just a great movie. Yeah. Jim Henson. Damn you, Jim Henson.
Mikey, what else you got on your list?
So if we're just gonna rattle off some real quick here. Honestly, I gotta say, Four Christmases, I love. Great cast in those. And then come back to the same actor, Fred Claus. I thought Fred Claus was very clever. Yes. I thought that was, seeing it from a whole, not just the Santa Claus side, but damn, Santa had a brother. What would it be like to be Santa's brother?
In the shadow, forever in the shadows of Santa.
Yeah. Like Kevin Spacey said, you were blocked, you were the tree that couldn't grow because you were blocked by the big tree and you weren't getting sunlight, and just metaphors in that. Great movie. And then Tim Allen with the Santa Claus movies. I love those too. So
Yeah.
Those are those are amazing. I honestly, Mikey, I had four Christmases because when you put Reese Witherspoon and Vince Vaughn in something, they're totally different individuals, but the casting worked out perfectly with that.
yeah,
The Santa Claus, anytime you get Tim Allen in something, he's hilarious. I mean, I got to see his show, Last Man Standing, filmed several times. I actually have an autographed script from it. I'm pretty excited about that. I mean, Wild Hogs. Does it go any like when Tim Allen and John Travolta and William H. Macy, I think it was, and like how Wild Hogs. That was great. I mean, that was a
yeah.
great film. Martin
Tim Allen's
Lawrence,
good. Tim
the
Allen's
guy
solid.
from Scrubs.
I
Um,
mean, it's Buzz Lightyear for God's sakes. I mean, come on.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm going to mention too one that probably drove us nuts when it came out because it's on all the time. But another one, there's been a significant debate that I've received online and via text message about whether or not it's a Christmas movie. So we'll start there. Die Hard. Um,
Yippee-ki-yay.
yeah, definitely a Christmas movie. As he tells Argyle at the beginning of the movie, "Don't you have any Christmas music?" And he's blaring Run DMC, "Christmas in Hollis, Queens." He says, "This is Christmas music." I mean,
Look,
does it go any worse,
all
right?
I'm saying is in my house, we leave cookies and milk for Santa and bullets and shoes for John McCain.
John McCain. There you go. There
Just
you
saying.
go. And
Just
the other
saying.
one, you
Steven?
can't. Yep, you got the cat. Yep. And
She just
then
came out of nowhere, jumped up on my chair. Psycho.
the other one, you got to go with Kevin and obviously Home Alone, right?
Well, you don't have to.
You don't
I,
have
I, I
to.
like Home Alone. I don't know why. I don't why I watch that all the time. Like I
Well,
it's
if
not
we're
necessarily
gonna go with movies that could possibly be construed as Christmas movie, I mean, I would say you got to put Gene Wilder and Willy Wonka in there.
Possibly could. Yeah,
yeah.
possibly could.
No, and you know what? While we're throwing it out there, Jim Carrey's Grinch. I mean, he's got some of the best one-liners. I'm not going. You know, I loved his character.
Plus, it
And
took him
then
8 hours to put on his makeup every day.
yeah, it was torture. I just listened to an interview with Ron Howard where they were talking about that, and just the contact lenses were horrendous. They said,
Yeah.
but that one, and then another one that I just watched recently, talking about great tandems: Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad, Jingle All the Way, trying to get the Turbo Man doll. Like, come on, man, that was good stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fellas, I'm just let's see, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then so we got 32 Christmas movies that were mentioned here. And
And I'm gonna
we breezed by
one
the
more. My
classics.
last
Go
one.
ahead.
Office Christmas. Boom.
Oh,
Jason Bateman. I thought that was a a pretty awesome movie. A little on the racier side, probably not one you're gonna say, let's bring the whole family down to have some cocoa and watch this one, but PG-13 probably.
this is the one that when the kids are in bed and you're wrapping presents that you put on just for yourself. Little
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston goes a long way.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know the actor's name, but he plays the booger in those snot commercials. The voice.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Revenge of the Nerds.
That's
No, but he was Stainer in Out of Your League.
There you go.
yes, yes.
The random facts, we got to do this more. So for those of you listening, as we're wrapping this Friday up and we're having a good time, normally we talk baseball, but this is the odd couple. This is Mikey, this is Dave, this is Bill. So round one was Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, and Charlie Brown's Christmas. Round two was the original. It was the original of the How the Grinch Stole Christmas, 1966. Then Mikey had Elf, and then he had Gremlins, and then Bad
I
Santa
didn't
one
have
and two.
Gremlins. That was Dave.
Yeah, Dave, exactly. You had Elf. Dave
Yeah.
had Bad Santa one and two. And then Mikey went Year Without Santa Claus. I went Rocky Four. Round
Rocky.
4 was Candy Cane Lane, Polar Express, and Scrooge. And then we had 21 additional honorable mentions, which I'm not going to name
Rapid
them all,
fire,
but
baby. Rapid fire.
You know, those honorable mentions deserved mentioning. So
Look, do
100%.
yourself a favor, y'all. We just gave y'all enough Christmas movies to finish the year out. Go watch them. Enjoy yourself. Get your family around, the ones you love. Wrap some presents. Make some cocoa. Get a popcorn ball or two. Do it. This is what it's all about, man. It's the off season, so us baseball fans take second. Think about those that aren't here with us. But yeah, man, it's truly a present for me to have both of you guys here when we do this. As much
back
as an
at you,
odd
bud.
couple, as much as an odd couple we are, me and Mikey are cut from the same cloth on a lot of things, and pop culture and movies are definitely one of them. I could do this all day long, fellas.
Yeah, I do have to get one more in, and you're
Go
gonna
ahead.
have to like turn this off, or I'll keep going. But the little drummer boy, the old claymation one was
Yeah.
phenomenal. Another tear jerker. Great music. The
Edward
little drummer boy.
Scissorhands. I mean, Edward Scissorhands is a great Christmas movie.
Yeah, you could.
Nightmare
you
Before
could.
Christmas. Jack Skellington. Forgot about that one.
Hey, what about Krampus?
Krampus. Hey, boys and girls, watch Krampus. If
Yeah,
you better watch
get out
out. You
of
better
line.
not
He'll
cry.
bag you and tag
You,
you.
you better act right, or Krampus will eat you. So, just saying.
Yeah.
Krampus. Good old Krampus.
Violent Night. That's a good one. Violent Night.
Violent Night, Silent Night, Deadly Night. There's plenty of them.
Yep. No, good
I
slasher
cannot wait.
Christmas film.
I cannot wait till 4th of July. Now, I think we're gonna do a tradition on the Odd Couple with 4th of July, with Halloween.
Hey, look, you heard of Siskel and Ebert, Dave and Mikey go to the movies coming soon. We could do this all day. Dust
We're
off the
those
old
two dudes in
VHS.
the rafters that are always like ripping on people.
Oh yeah, that's God, I can't remember their name from the Muppets. Yep, that's definitely us.
Yeah.
Who told you were funny?
All right, all enjoy yourselves. Merry Christmas from the Odd Couple, from Dave, from Mikey, from Bill. If you haven't done it yet, it's Friday morning up until midnight today is the Top Fan Rivalry bracket, first ever holiday bracket. Go and submit. You can submit twice. Once you submitted twice, there's all kinds of fun prizes. We'll calculate up the winners. We'll announce them. It'll be all kinds of fun. So, Dave and Mikey, we got to do this again. We got to do this for
Yeah, I
opening
agree.
day.
I always enjoy talking to you guys. It's been a while. Thank you to the sponsors for letting us do this. I really can't wait to try that pizza place out, to be honest with you. So,
Yeah,
In
Mikey,
the
you
words
and
love
then
it.
I will have my own soy sauce under here just in case I need it for, whatever.
Awesome.
In the
All right.
words of Aunt Bethany and the Rockets' red glare, play ball.
Play ball.
There you go. All
Merry
right,
Christmas,
all.
guys.
Enjoy your Friday. Have a great one.
You too. Thanks, guys.